Everyone, welcome back. My name is Michelle and I talk books, and today I am back on camera. I'm so excited. It was tough. I had an eye infection, so I didn't want to gross you guys out, but it's like 99% healed. Put on makeup and I'm back. And I'm so excited that I'm back for this book up on your screen. Catherine Mckenzie's You Can't Catch Me came out June 9th. Wow. I don't even know what to say. This is the third book I've read by her, and I will get into the others at the end. Catherine, oh my God. You made my last, let's see, how long did it take me to read? Like 2 days? Amazing. So much fun. If you guys love psychological thrillers, you have got to read Catherine Mckenzie's books. Up on your screen, 335 pages, psychological thriller. Wow. I just keep saying wow. I keep walking around going, wow, that was amazing. So let's get into it. I'm going to tell you my top 5 favorite things about this book. And I could go on and on and on, but I'm going to keep it brief. I want to hear from you guys. Tell me if I've already connected with a couple of you on Facebook, because we're all just like, oh my God, did you read? Like, we're all just too excited about this book, Catherine. I don't know what to say. It's near perfection. Let's just get into it. Number 5, it's a psychological thriller. I've read a couple of them recently, kind of getting back into them a little bit. You know what? If it's done right, I am in. I am all in. These chapters are perfect. To me, a psychological thriller has to read a certain way, and she hit every one of my criteria for getting me from one chapter to the next. She did it perfect. And I'm going to say perfect a lot, so just get used to it. This is only going to be like 10 minutes, and I'm going to say perfect about 100 times. I can't help it. This is how I get when I just finish a book. Bear with me. Number 4, the main character, and almost every other character in the book, Jessica Williams. No spoilers. This concept, crazy. Jessica Williams, our main character. We meet her in an airport. We go on a ride with her like no other. You are going to fall in love with her. You just are. Be prepared. She is a character like I have never read before. She is complex. She is, you don't want to say victim, because she doesn't look at herself like a victim. But oh my God, just love her. I can't believe I have to give her up. Catherine, I don't want to give up Jessica. I want to keep her. I want to keep her as my best friend. She is complicated and yet so simple. Does that make any sense? Do I just rattle on and it just, I think I do. Sometimes I just talk. I can't even express something how I want you to hear it, unless you've read it and then you're like, oh yeah, I get you. But I'm trying to explain it to people who haven't read it yet. This is why you need to read the book. Okay, number 3, the topic. Jessica, her childhood was spent in a cult. Really interesting. What I love that Catherine did in this book is she lets us know Jessica's past little by little. And I love how she does that. She weaves it into the story. So it isn't like you get a factual dump in chapter 1. It's not like that at all. As we are getting to know Jessica better, and as we are falling in love with her, we're finding out a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then the end. You are going to be given enough information that the way she spread it, I mean, I've talked to Catherine too, and I know that conversation was just like I would give for this one. I'd be like, how did you do that? I want to reread this book, because I know all the clues are probably in the first couple of chapters, if not the first chapter. It's probably all right there. And yet she had me all the way through. The topic about the cult, I loved her research. And you can tell how much research she did for it. It's like really believable. I don't know if I want to say that word. You really feel her in this cult. You really feel, you know, when you hear about people in Scientology and how they were raised, it's kind of like that, but it's a little bit different. I can really pick out her research and how well she researched cults. It's crazy getting into that world. Number 2, you guys know I love a first line. Love a first line. Up on your screen. There's no real time of the day in airports, only morning and drinking time. I love that. I love that beginning, but I have to argue with you. I never drank in the morning until I started to fly. I think you can drink any time of the day. For some reason, it's weird. You get into, I do agree, like there is no time because you get in there and all of a sudden it's time. It's time. You're like, I have an 8 o'clock flight. I need a drink. I have it doesn't matter. That's why there are so many bars in airports, because you feel like, okay, I need a little something to calm. You're always a little on edge, just even getting there, getting through security. You need something to calm down. When I read that, I just cracked up because I'm like, I kind of argued with her on her first line. I'm like, no, Catherine, you can drink anytime. But there is no time. You're right. There is no time. Then number 5, what do I love the most about this book is Catherine. She is an amazing writer. I'm trying to think of the words I want to say. Let's just back up my thought, because I'm like, I just could go on and on about how perfect her books are. But let's be put up on the screen. First of all, we had The Good Liar in 2018. I interviewed her for that book. I'm going to put the link below. When I read that book, I'm like, this is like perfect. This is the perfect thriller. But then in 2019, she came out with I'll Never Tell. And I did a book review for that. So when I saw You Can't Catch Me, I was like, wow, her titles are so amazing. I love her titles. She is a Lake Union author, which you guys know. I love my Lake Union authors. Right away, you know it's going to be an amazing book. Psychological thrillers, for some reason, Lake Union they have just got it down. But the covers and the titles, I love this cover. I'm going to put that up on your screen again. Love it. All her covers are amazing, but this one, I'm telling you, as soon as I saw it coming, I did a little happy dance. And now it seems like she's writing one a year, and I'm just thrilled about that. Her writing, it is different. It really is. Like I try to explain writing because I study the writing when I'm reading. I'm like, why am I loving this so much? What is it about this that pulls me in that another book, maybe written about the same topic, is not going to pull me in? And I swear it is, they catch you, just like even that first line that I read you, they catch you on lines. And all of a sudden, like at the end of the first chapter, I was like, whoa. I can't tell you how many times I listened to it and I read it. So I'm walking around the house listening to it, doing chores, and I get to the end of a chapter and I'll stop and go, wow. And then the kids are like, what? And I'm like, oh, I just got to the end of a chapter. Like out loud, I express myself. Or I'll be like, oh, what? This would have been an amazing book 3/4 of the way through. She could have ended it at 75% and you would have walked away satisfied that it was amazing. That last 25% is what put it to perfect. I just, because I was like, where's she going with this? Are we done? I'm at 75%. I was done with the story. I'm like, okay, that was complete for me. Sounds good. She wrapped it all up. I'm good. And then don't stop reading. Don't stop reading. The last 25% is worth more than the rest of the book. It's unbelievable. That's what I did. I walked around the house going, what? Oh my God. And then I talked to Catherine. What, Catherine? Are you kidding me right now? That's what I do. I talk to the author. So Catherine, if you're watching this, hopefully you heard me while I was reading it and how much I loved it and how I will read anything you write. And I will promote this even though you don't need my help, because let me tell you, there are people out there, Instagram, Facebook, I see them all over the place. And no wonder, because we're all writing like, wow, did you read that ending? Did you, I can't even tell you how many people I've answered today that wanted to know what I thought about the ending. If that isn't a great way to end this, I don't know what is. Go get the book. If you love psychological thrillers, you will love it. Love it. I'm going to put the IndieBound below. I'm going to put Amazon. You can get it done before the end of the week. Even working, even doing other things, you can get it done. Another thing is, and I love how I don't turn off my phone. I love when I do that. Another thing is, one more thing about the book, is that you will be mad when you have to put it down. I had to do other things these last 2 days. I just did. And every time I had to put it down, I was like, crap, I gotta put it down again. I don't want to stop. And then I'll be like, okay, one more chapter, and then I'll go do something else. Well, that just didn't happen. Every time I read another chapter, I just wanted to read another one. It doesn't really work. So if you're a little busy, don't be mad at me when you don't have time to read this book, because you are going to be pissed that you have to put it down. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit like because it makes me so incredibly happy when you do. Please subscribe. I'm putting out as many videos as I can while I'm spending this time at home working for who knows how long. You never know. But I am enjoying it so much. Thank you, everyone. Until my next video.